Alright everybody, welcome back to another black screen. Okay, there we go. Today I'm going to be rating some people's hives that are playing on my private server. Link to the private server is in the description box below. And yeah, you can check it out and we'll see how that actually will turn out. So let's get to it. Yeah, I just had to claim my hive here, and I'm gonna just talk through some of these hives that we have in this game today, what they could do better, what they are doing right, and so on and so forth. So if you want to be in one of those videos, write down a comment below and tell me that you want to be in one of those videos. Make sure to join the private server. It is open for everybody. You know, link is always in the gonna be in the description from now on. And let's start off with the slowest and the lowest hive, I would say. Even though that they are pretty similar with level 8s and 7s. But in this case right over here, this guy doesn't have too much, so we can already start judging. This is more like early to mid game. I wouldn't necessarily consider this mid game. This is still very early on. Let me see how many he has. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how many are those? 3, 5. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, it's getting there. It's not too bad. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. But there are some Bs and things that we might be able to change. So let's first look at what he actually has and what's good and what's not. So I can already see that we have, it's kind of a little red based hive, as you can see, because we have the red bees right over here, we have some red bees over here, we have some stuff over here, we have, I don't know, is that shy bee? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, he has quite a few red bees here. We have this bee right over here, so there's a lot of stuff going on. And the first thing that I actually noticed is that he has 3 ninja bees, which is kind of not really useful, and I'm gonna tell you and show you why. So let's go into the bees. Where's the ninja bee? There we go. So the ninja bee is actually not too bad if you have it gifted, but none of these are gifted. So he's going to get quite a few haste tokens, but he's also going to get blue bomb, which means if you have a lot of bomb tokens, especially from early to mid game on, it's going to fill up your hive very much. Well, actually not your hive, but your bag is going to be filled up drastically because you do not have enough capacity. So the very first tip that I would give this guy right here, the mighty Shmoo, is to get rid of at least 2 of those ninja bees. I would go with those 2 on the bottom here because this one probably has a mutation, so I would stick with it. I think he has, let me see, I don't even know, do I have a green mutation or anything on it? I don't think I have. But yeah, anyways, oh yeah, I do actually. What is it? It's gather amount. That's not too bad. So I would keep that, but get rid of the other ones. Now, also very good is that he has a music bee, but there's one very important, very super important bee in this hive that is missing, and that is the good old baby bee. Is he gonna have does he have a baby bee down here? No, he doesn't. So also here we have another double. I don't know, I have to check if this is the shy bee or not. We have to check that. I don't know. I don't know all of the bees in my head. Like, I don't necessarily look at it. But I think it's the shy bee. There we go. So he has 2 shy bees, which are also going to create red bomb, which you don't always want necessarily. So that is also not very good. He's getting the red boost, which is fine. So especially in that stage. Also, he has the bomber bee right on the top left. I would exchange that as well. Maybe to get, let me tell you also to what he should change to, because also the fire, is that the fire bee? I have to see if that is the fire bee, right? Yeah, that's the fire bee. It's also going to create a lot of bomb tokens, which is really bad. So what I did was, I kept the red bee, because the red bee only gives you red boost, which is very nice. So rather exchange that to a red bee, to be honest. The rascal bee actually gives you bad stuff. Let me see, the demo bee and the bomber bee, was it the bomber bee? Yeah, the bomber bee should definitely be out because it gives you buzz bombs. Later on in the game, at the end, later on, that's pretty good. Especially for my blue hive, I need bomb tokens to fill up my pop star, but I have a lot of capacity in the end game, you know? So that's what I would change. Also, he has 3 diamond bees. 3 diamond bees that need to go, definitely, because the diamond bee is not as sick as people think just because it's legendary. One diamond bee to have it gifted is pretty good because of the convert rate, but as you can see here, where was it? Was it the, wait, I have to find out. Well, the thing is, just in general, it's not a good idea to have 3 of the same bees necessarily stacked, unless it's something that gives you those tokens, as you can see right here. So let's see what else he has. If we go here, he has a lot of rage bees. He has 1, 2, I think it's only 2? Alright, it's 2. And on the bottom here we see another red bee. So he has 2 of those, which are going to give you token, link, and rage tokens, which is alright. It does grant your bee attack, so if you really want to do and kill some bosses and stuff, it's actually pretty good to have. I think that's not necessarily bad to have 2 of the rage bees, but he definitely needs to get a baby bee in there. That's super important, especially for everyone that starts out, to make sure to have 1 of each that is important. So I'm gonna go through the ones that are quite important. So the basic bee is only important to have it gifted. Don't just have a basic bee laying in your hive if it's not gifted. Obviously replace it. You do not need the bumblebee. You do not necessarily need the brave bee, although the gifted hive bonus for the bee attack, if you really want the bee attack, you can use it or keep it, but I would not suggest to keep it. The bumblebee is for me good because it has blue pollen. The cool bee is really good for the blue boost, so rather, instead of having 1 and 1, I would take 2 cool bees and no bumblebee. Just avoid those bomb pollen. Just trust me on this. So hasty bee is going to be really important. I have the coconut clogs right now, so I can, you know, get my speed going on, and I have some other bees that give me haste tokens as well. But in the beginning, I would definitely recommend you getting the hasty. Maybe have 1 or 2 in there just so you can get some speed going on. But if you go more towards mid game, I don't recommend you having this. Looker bee, very important. You can have a few looker bees in your hive. They give you focus tokens. Focus tokens are good for you. Very nice. Rat bees, of course. I think it's not a bad choice like he did. He has 3 rat bees in here as far as I can see. He has 2 of them gifted, which is nice. It's going to give you a 15% red pollen boost, but only once. It doesn't stack for the people who think it stacks. So, yeah, 15% red pollen is just one time. And the Rascal Bee is going to give you bump tokens, so I would probably kind of not have that in my hive. Stubborn Bee is really good for the ability token lifespan if you have it, if you have it gifted. Otherwise, with a pollen mark, you know, mark a random area on the field for 7 seconds. That increases all pollen by 50%. Is pretty good. So if you have a Stubborn Bee, I would probably keep it. If you have it gifted, I would keep it definitely because I kept it as well. Bumblebee, not important for you, not in mid game, unless you're already going towards a blue hive, which you shouldn't. If you're in mid game, you should definitely have a mixed hive because you have to finish those quest lines first. So Bumblebee is not too good. Bucko Bee is also not too good. Obviously, if you have one of these gifteds, you can keep them in your hive, but I wouldn't have any duplicates. If you have any duplicates, obviously take them out. The Commander Bee is also very good. Always make sure to have one in your hive, especially when it's gifted. Very important. Demo Bee and Exhausted Bee is not really good for you. The Exhausted Bee might give you a 20% field, white field capacity if you have it gifted and you only have 1 of them in there. Maybe keep it for a mixed hive, but yeah, otherwise I wouldn't keep it at all. Fire Bee definitely needs to go. First of all, because it has even the gifted hive bonus. This is such a thrown away thing because 50% flame pollen. He doesn't necessarily generate enough flames with this hive. So I would really get rid of this Fire Bee. Just take it out and yeah, don't use it. It's not going to be important for you. You're not creating enough flames on your field. So just take it out. It's very important too. Yeah, and I think he had more. He has 2. I think he has 2 of them, so that's not too good. Yeah, I would delete both of them. Get both of them out, replace it with a rat, or maybe with a cool bee. Maybe get a frosty bee in there, even though it does give you blue bomb tokens, but it gives you 30% blue bomb pollen. Actually, that's not too good. Sorry, I mixed that bee up. Take it out. I need that for my blue hive, but if you're in a mixed hive, don't get these. Don't get the frosty. Honeybee, very important, especially when it's gifted, as you can see. It gives you honey gift, it gives you the honey mark. Also very good. If you have it, keep it. Good bee. Rage bee is good to make some damage for the rage tokens. I think I've talked about that already or not. I don't know. But you can keep 1 or 2 in there. As you can see, has 2 of them in there. Yeah, you can keep them in there. Riley bee, really good. Also, only red boosts. That's nice. Do it. Even if you have it gifted, it's a very, very good bee. 20% red field capacity. And red boosts. There's nothing negative about the Riley Bee. Shocked Bee, you know, if you have it gifted, keep it for the 25% white pollen. Haste tokens are pretty good to get with the Shocked Bee and the token links. Baby Bee is very important. Since I have my gifted tadpoles, I don't need the baby love, but you should always have it. So get the baby bee in there, at least 2 to 3 baby bees. And also with the carpenter bees, get like 4 to 5 carpenter bees into a mixed hive. That's very important. Keep those. They're really good. Both even gifted or ungifted. Obviously gifted, it's better. Demon Bee, yeah, no. don't take it. Too much bomb, plus. Don't do it. Diamond bee, same goes for diamond bee. You can keep one, especially when it's gifted for the convert rate. But other than that, I would only keep one in your hive. Music bee, you can have like 2 to 3 music bees in your hive. Maybe even more sometimes. Some people actually say 3 to 4. So you can get some music bees. They're good. Ninja bee. He has a lot of ninjas. I would take him out. They do give haste tokens, but they give also blue bomb plus tokens. I wouldn't necessarily go for that. Obviously, for the mythic bees, I'm not going to talk much about mythic bees in here because you're not going to have many mythics in the early to mid game. You're not going to have a lot. But if you do, you know, for a blue hive, bouillon bee, tadpole bee, one fuzzy bee. White hive would be vector bee, fuzzy bee, and maybe precise. I don't know. For red hives, precise, spicy, fuzzy bee. Fuzzy, you can always like throw a fuzzy in there. Trust me. And for those, I'm just going to not talk about the event bees right now. But yeah, he can do a lot of changes on his hive, especially with that fire bee or whatever that was. Take that out. Definitely take the fire bee out. Definitely take 2 of the ninja bees out. 2 of the diamond bees, and you have already so many slots. He has like 6 to 7 slots that he can do with good bees, like the cool bee, like the Riley bee, like the red bee. Baby bee, definitely baby bee, music bee, and carpenter bee. You know, there's so many that you can change. So that was my take on this hive. If you want to be part of my next video, make sure to write down in the comments section below, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.